let's do this. Oh, I look pasty. Goodness. That's what I get for not having any makeup on once again. Today's video is something once again totally new for this channel. I'm kind of just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks at this point, as well as doing things that I find enjoyable to record. So today is, what day is today? Sunday, the 22nd. It's almost Halloween, just a few days. This is the least prepared I think I have ever been for Halloween costumes. Usually when I make my own from scratch, I usually start like in September even, but this year is very different, I suppose. I think we all deserve a good distraction from the news lately, and we just need some good old pumpkin-y escapism. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have another sip of my pumpkin spice hot cocoa. My husband and I, we almost always do couples costumes. Some people really don't like couples costumes. I think that they're fantastic, and most of my life of doing solo costuming, I've always wanted someone to do a couple's costume with, and thankfully my husband is always down for a good makeover, even though he complains the whole time, don't get me wrong. This is just a plain, really dark green, almost like a blackish green blazer, suit jacket, if you will. And I have an eyelash floating around somewhere. Okay, I think I got it. We are going to be Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. Yes, I know that Frankenstein is not the name of the monster, it's just called the monster, but just for old time's sake, I'm just gonna call the monster Frankenstein. And I'm not gonna make it all confusing for everybody. Universal really did Mary Shelley dirty, and yeah, Frankenstein monster, the monster. Anyway, he is going to be the monster. I'm going to be the bride of the monster, and I'm going to start with his first because I don't have anything ready for my costume. Tomorrow, Monday, the 23rd of October, is actually a holiday here in Hungary. It is the 66th, I'm gonna not try to get that correct, I apparently can't say that word, number? Why am I struggling so much? It's an anniversary of the 1956 revolution here in Budapest, and it is taken very seriously. In fact, most things will be closed tomorrow, and we need to do some grocery shopping sometime today. So that way we don't starve. But in the meantime, I am going to get to work on this. Tuesday, I will probably be done with this, and sometime on Tuesday I will be going to the fabric store in our neighborhood, and I will be getting the materials I need for my costume. So that's kind of what it's gonna be like. However, for this video, you won't be seeing anything regarding the bride look. It's only going to be the monster for this video. And I'm just gonna work away on this, and it'll most likely be time-lapse. In fact, I think it will be time-lapse. And then you will see a makeup look getting done on my husband and a reveal. So that's the whole structure laid out for you guys. No big surprises here. It's just a typical costumey video that hopefully only takes me 2 days. Before I get started on this project, I just want to share a few materials that I will be using. I am going to be using acrylic markers. So Posca markers as well as Molotov markers. Just a disclaimer, it's not sponsored. I just have these markers from my husband's art studio, and these are the ones that I think will work best. So these will be used, and they're just various different greens as well as a brown. I'm not trying to go for the universal look here. I'm just kind of freehanding the whole shebang. I think that's all I'm gonna use for this. Maybe I might like tear and cut and sew some things if I'm feeling a bit extra, which knowing me, I probably will.
Sorry.
Trick or treat,
Boy.
motherfucker.
This was a really fun video to do. I can't believe that I made that jacket in just a few hours in one day, and the makeup look turned out fantastic. We used the makeup look based on the original Boris Karloff monster look for Frankenstein, but it somehow subconsciously maybe also leaned a lot toward Herman Munster from The Munsters, and we're huge fans of both of those, so we're really happy with the result. We're so excited to see how my look is going to turn out and how they're both going to look like side by side. There's a lot of new people here on this channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you are really new here and you haven't subscribed yet and you kind of sort of like what this channel's got going on, then maybe also subscribe. That would be really cool, and it would be really cool if we could, you know, all kind of be weird together. I'm beyond happy with how this turned out. Like I said, it was so much fun. It was so just a relaxing and fun time. You can't go wrong with making your own Halloween costumes. It really adds all the magic that needs to be there. So I'm happy, Danny's happy, we hope that you're happy. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.